video is to teach you about the handpan, but more importantly, how little you need to strike it to get it to play. Now this is the primary ding, in this case a D. Anyway, that's the structure of the note, the three essential notes that make up each one of every other note. So now we're going to turn this into a super hot piece of steel, a furnace, where you can't touch it for too long because you'll burn your fingers. So for this exercise, just to get used to it, if you try and tap with the rim using the first little chunk of your finger, about 5-10 mil, and it gives you something to aim for in it, so you can, and this is showing you that you, so if you look at the side of the wrist, so here, so your wrist is a gentle movement, but the finger stays quite taut, straight. We don't try and flick, because that makes you leave your fingers on too long. If you leave them on too long, then you dampen the sound that the handpan makes. So you'll find also you'll need to change from either one of these three fingers, which is what I use, but you can use more if you're very skilled, but these three. So I teach which means you're using the wrist and the fingers staying pretty solid. When it comes to this top ding, you can teach yourself to use the hammer part, so that when you strike it coming across, you can make a sound so it's already sustaining and taking the note right across to the front or to the back when you come. But you'll find that as the closer these three notes also come to your body, the more you're going to need to start relying on the stubby part of the thumb, just here, the hammer part, which is the same motion, by the way, as the finger. So it's the wrist doing all the work and not the finger, or not the thumb trying to tap it. So not the finger trying to tap it, not the thumb trying to tap it, but with the wrist you just flick. And it stays on for fraction of a second. But once you get used to using these three fingers, you'll be able to bring this butching closer. So you notice I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 fingers from here to here. So thumb, finger, finger. Now I move to the third finger. Thumb, second finger, third finger if you like, all the way along. So you can utilize the thumb, or the second finger or the third finger, which means also with the top ding, thumb, second finger, third finger. So really you're just tapping it till you get that nice sound. You can also do it with the third finger. just using 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're just learning to walk your fingers really. So when you tap that part of the tone field, you get the lovely ring. It's not like you're having to whack it really hard, it's just nice and gentle. Nice gentle taps. You can change the dynamics of the sound also. So you can dampen it by just resting your finger. So, or you can tap nearer the dimple. Or you can use the 6 o'clock and the 9 o'clock position. Just rest your finger, you no need press, just rest it gently on so the ridge is about there, and with this motion you're sweeping across. And then you go to the 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So and you're just learning to rest the finger with no real weight on it. You don't need to press it. You can if you wish, but it's really not recommended. You can start to bend the notes, but you stand to knock the note out of tune. Not recommended. Sounds interesting, but not recommended. So that's these notes and the top ding. So you remember 6, 9. So that's the sweet part of the notes, which is along near the rim with that part of the finger. The more and more you play your handpan, the more you're going to learn about each tone field and each sweet spot that it has. You can also double up as well by hitting these, so you can hit the same. So you could go like here. Hitting about here, and you're hitting about here, and you're hitting about here, and you're hitting about there. So your works, it's here and here. So, but at the same time, then the next one across, next one across, and if you want to be adventurous, next. So, oops. Also, there's other ways to tap it. Just because you have fingers, you can learn to double tap, treble tap, or you can dampen the note totally. So, plus you have the shoulders just outside this area. Numerous areas for other sounds, But you don't have to just simply always use your fingers. You can knuckles. Or fingernails if they're nice and short, or long either. Easy. Or you can make when you get used to the handpan, you can use what I call the hand wave. So it's very versatile. There's a lot of things a lot of sounds you can make from it. Even if you learn just where the tone fields are, it teaches you a lot of muscle memory. And if you want to learn some fancy tricks, cross your arms, so you'll go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. This teaches you that when you're in a position like here and you're playing, that this hand will already be out of the way, so that it allows this hand to move over to go where it wants, and same vice versa. So if you're playing here and you want to get through, this hand sometimes, if you're not used to the handpan, stays there, so you get caught and then you go cross armed. But here's a really, really good tip. If you get used to doing the note, pulling your arm away, pulling your arm away, pulling your arm away while the next one's there, away, 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 away. So if you get used to dancing with the handpan, which means your upper body will be moving, then you can flow a lot better. So really you're just playing instinctively. Another really nice sounding trick, excuse me, is to play bouncing with the note. So in reality you'll be playing the note, playing the note, playing the note, but you'll be dampening the note. So it'll go side. So really what you're doing is dampening the note, but only gently, so that it still makes a sound. But if you, I always flower it just because that's how I'm used to doing, dampening the note. Because I can always bring it from here, that motion, to bring it back to tap it. So it's really down to whatever you get used to and how you ever wish to play. There's so many different techniques out there on playing a handpan. But when you have good muscle memory in the beginning, which is easy to gain, because it's such a large instrument to get used to, is doing what I call the C sound, which is this. And it just lets your fingers know where the tone fields are, where the dimples are on the tone field. And then you can just slowly because you know where they are. So once you get used to all of this, you learn to tap this at the same pressure as this and this and this and this, so it keeps a more even flow with the music. no need to whack it. It's pointless. It just doesn't do you any favours. It doesn't do the handpan any favours. But also, here's another little trick when you get used to playing the handpan with your fingers. I do a lot of what I call tickling. So I claw. So if you can see that on the side. So I do that quite a lot. So I alternate the fingers. It's just whatever you get used to make your life a lot easier and to not really think about what you're doing, because free play is a beautiful thing on a handpan. Absolutely beautiful thing. Anyway, brings us to the other side. So on the flip side, we have the goo. So we have the goo. So this is also, because it's a percussion instrument, don't think that there's nothing here for you. May have no notes on the bottom, but what you'll discover is the more notes you have on the handpan, the more is sometimes less and detracts from the sound, unless that the notes on the top are perfectly lined and in accompaniment with the notes that go on the bottom. But some people like multiple notes, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, whatever, which is fine. I personally prefer the purity of the 8 notes plus another one for the top ding, and then if I want to elaborate, create minors, majors, and then I just add another handpan. It's just simple. So the sound this makes is so that's the sound on the bottom. But unlike me, do not have the handpan stand unprotected if you start playing on the goo side. Always try and utilise your lap, which makes life easier, and it changes the sound. So that's this beginner video, showing you all about how to tap it with whatever finger. If you learn just those basic techniques, it'll take your playing far, far, far ahead. Okay, thank you very much, and enjoy. If you feel that they could help somebody else, then please share them to someone else. Thank you very much.